Hello guys, this is AJ and welcome back to AJ Automation. So also welcome to the JavaScript based automation testing using Protector series. Okay, so in this part we are going to see how you can install the Protector tool on your Windows machine. So as we have seen in part 1, so Protector is built on top of WebDriver JS. So internally Protector uses the WebDriver, Selenium WebDriver, and whatever the script we are going to create for the Protector, that will be in JavaScript language. Okay, so any code, okay, if you are written in JavaScript, it requires a JavaScript runtime environment. Okay, so that is a Node.js platform. Okay, so you need to make sure that your machine has this Node.js runtime environment, and then only we will be able to run our JavaScript codes. Okay, it's similar to the Java. So for Java we require JRE or JDK, to run the Java codes. So for JavaScript codes that we are going to write in Protector, that will require a Node.js runtime environment. So you can check if your machine has this Node.js or not using node-v. Okay, so if your machine has already Node, so that will show the version. Okay, so if it is not, then it will show that this the command is not recognized as internal or external command. That means the Node.js software is not there in our machine. Also we will require a npm, that is the node package manager for the Node.js runtime environment. So using npm we are going to install the Protector. Okay, so that also you can check if it is there in your machine or not. Okay, so both the softwares are not there. Okay, so let's go and first install this Node.js, and then we will go for Protector. So first step is to install node.js and npm. Okay, so let's go and see how you can install. Start install node.js. Okay, so on this website you will find different versions, so according to your machine, if it is a Mac and if it is a Windows. So as of now we are going to install it for Windows machine. Okay, so let's select the 64-bit as of now. So after clicking on this, it will start the installation. So let's just wait for its file gets downloaded. Okay, so just click on next. That will start. Accept this terms and license agreement. Click on next. Okay, this is showing where our Node.js will be installed under the program files and Node.js folder. So by default, okay, what we will get after the, we will get the Node.js runtime environment. Okay, so why we need it? Because we are going to use the JavaScript code for creating our test cases. Okay, so for running the JavaScript codes and programs, we need a Node.js runtime environment. Then we will get a npm package manager as well. Okay, that will be required to install different softwares. So we are going to install our Protector using this npm. And also you can see this is the path that we need to set in the environmental variables, okay, manually. But when while performing this Node.js setup, it will automatically create the path and it will save there, so you don't have to go to environmental variables and set the path. Okay, that we will see if it is created or not. So just click on next, and click on the next, and then click on install. So it takes few seconds of time to completely install the Node.js. Okay, so Node.js has been successfully installed. So okay, so click on finish, and let's go and check now if the same command, if the node is there in our machine or not. Node -v. So it will give you what version of the Node.js is installed. Okay, so version is 12.18.2. okay, so same version is shown here, 12.18.2. so that is what installed. And with the Node.js we will get the npm package manager as well. So let's check its version as well. So this is the version of npm package manager. So let's go and quickly see if it has set our environmental path or not. Okay, it must have set that path while the installation completed. So just go to properties, go to advanced system setting, go to environmental variables, and here somewhere you will find the path. Just click on edit and you will find here the where the Node.js is installed. Okay, so Node.js is installed in program files. Okay, so while running the script it will understand, so Node.js is available in this folder. Okay, so manually you need to do this when you install any software, but for the Node.js it has already there. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Click on OK, click on OK. So both the softwares are there in our system. So let's see and let's go and download the protector. So before downloading the protector, you can cross check if your system has protector already or not using this command protector -- version. So as of now we don't have protector in our machine, so it will give the same error. Okay, so second step is install protractor. Okay, so for installing protractor you need to run one command. So using the npm package manager you need to install, okay, npm install -g protractor. So you need to execute this command. Okay, and then it will install the protector. So let's copy and here just execute this command and it will take some time. It will download and install the protector in your Windows machine. So let's just wait for a minute. Okay, so it is done. Added 156 packages. So let's go and check what version it has downloaded. It has downloaded the 7.00. so we will run the same command to check the version installed. If you want, protector -- version. Okay, so 7.0.0. so I'll just copy this for your reference. Okay, after installing, check the version using this command. Okay, so let's now we need to update the WebDriver manager. Okay, so for interacting with the actual browsers we require a browser specific drivers, right? For the Selenium WebDriver also we have we need to download the .executable file for Chrome driver or Gecko driver or IE driver that we need. So download and keep in a folder. So for the protector also we have WebDriver manager. We just have to update it and it will automatically download the browser specific drivers. So download drivers. Okay, means update WebDriver manager. Okay, so once you update this WebDriver manager it will automatically download the drivers. So we need to execute one command for that. WebDriver manager WebDriver -manager space update. So just execute this command. Okay, and it will download the browser specific drivers. So let's just wait for a minute. Okay, so by default, as you can see, it has downloaded the Gecko driver and Chrome driver, and it has downloaded. I will show the folder. Just go to C, then users, then there is this is the hidden folder, app data. Go to roaming, go to npm. Okay, so only npm, using the npm only we have downloaded this protector, right? So this will contain the WebDriver manager, and under the node modules you will find the protractor. Okay, so we'll see where are the drivers installed. Okay, so WebDriver manager, then Selenium. Okay, here WebDriver manager, then Selenium, and here you will find the driver executable files. So Chrome driver, so 83 version, and Gecko driver. Okay, so first it downloaded these zip files, and then it unzip and okay place this executable file. So when we run the protector, okay, it will directly jump here and execute the and open the Chrome driver from using this binary file, binary executable file. So so next thing we can see, okay, next step is locate the two files. One is conf.js and example spec.js file. Okay, so these two files automatically downloaded when you install the protector. So I will show you the location. Okay, so in same the protector folder, go to the example folder, and here you will find these two files. Okay, so we just copy this. Next step is you just need to locate these two files. Okay, so what exactly these two files are? So this is the conf.js file. So this is the configuration file in which we do some setting. We need to mention. Okay, so this line saying that like for running our Selenium or protector script, we required a Selenium standalone server. Okay, and it should be started. Okay, so manually need to start, but in protector using this conf.js file, it is already set to true. So okay, so you don't have to turn it on manually. Then here capabilities, you need to mention what browser you need to use for testing. Then by default protector use the Jasmine framework. Okay, and this is the specs. So in the specs you need to mention which test case you want to execute. So this is the test case name, example spec.js. okay, so as you know that we are going to use the JavaScript language for creating the test case. Okay, so extension will be the test case name .js. okay, for Java we have .java files. okay, so for here we have example spec.js. okay, so this is the configuration file. We will see in detail in the next lecture how you can create the test case using the Jasmine framework and JavaScript language. So and let us see what exactly there in this example test case given by the protector, guys. So let's see what exactly it is and how it looks. So this is the sample test case protector using the Jasmine framework. So it contains the describe and IT blocks. okay, so as of now you might not understand what exactly it is, so don't worry, I will help you to understand, and and then we will create number of test cases using the same. So as of now, just keep in mind that describe block can have multiple IT blocks. It's like a for if you know the test ng, we use the @test, and we create the separate test cases. okay, so for Jasmine we use this describe and IT blocks. So this will be considered as a one test case, one spec in other term. So this example spec contains the two describe blocks, and this contains one IT blocks. It is considered as a one test case, and it contains one two. okay, so total specs will be the three. okay, this will be considered as a one spec, this is the second one, and this will be the third one. Okay, so we will see in detail how exactly it is and what is the Jasmine, okay, in coming videos. So just for example, we will try to run this test case using the protractor, and we will see how it how it runs. So this is just a sample test case, and we can run this. Using the command prompt. Okay, so run sample test case using command prompt. Okay, and how you can do that? You need to execute one command, protractor and conf.js. Okay, so as I already said, this conf.js file will be used to execute our test cases, and you need to mention which test case you need to run under this conf.js file. Okay, so before running, you need to make sure, as we are going to run to the command prompt, you need to go to the folder location where exactly this conf.js file they are in our system. So currently it's present in this location. Okay, so we need to just come to this location and just write command here. Okay, so it will automatically download the open the command prompt in this location. Okay, so you just have to execute this command and it will run our sample test case. Just copy this, paste it and hit enter. Okay, so it will start executing that test case, and it is a sample Angular application. It will open the Chrome driver. Okay, so this is the sample test case. It is going to the angularjs.org website, and as it has 3 IT blocks, it has executed the 3 instance. Okay, so as you can see here, 3 specs means 3 IT blocks executed from the sample test case, and 3 dots. Okay, these are when the test cases has been passed, and it has used one Chrome driver. Okay, so it did not open 3 Chrome drivers. It executed another one by one 3 test cases and 3 IT blocks. Okay, so this is how you can run your protractor test case using the command prompt. But in our coming lectures, we are going to download one IDE for JavaScript, and from that IDE we are going to run our all the test cases using that IDE only. So that IDE will be the Visual Studio Code. So in next lecture we will see how you can download, and you need to install that Visual Studio Code, and you need to do some setting. So that I will explain in the next lecture. This is all about for this lecture. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video with your friends. So many videos I'm going to upload for the protractor series. We will go through the basic to the framework designing. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture.